I don't think it's right for some people to heavily push standards and expectations that they cannot even meet. Who do you think you are? The traits that they want other people, they have to embody them as well to attract those people. If your ego was a balloon inside you, you would pop. You would absolutely pop. Stop aiming for the stars when you're not even up there. Hey guys, it's me, Les, and I'm here with...
Hey guys, Steve.
So we're gonna get right onto this video because we have a lot to say about this topic. So as you guys can see by the title, we believe that modesty goes both ways, and what you expect in someone, you should have yourself. There's a lot of double standards. This is kind of a continuation of all these videos I've been making of people wanting things in others that they actually do not have themselves. And they want to excuse it under the guise of gender differences, cultural differences, etc. when really it's just an excuse for them to do whatever they want. They can't even uphold the same standards they want in somebody else. And that's not right. And we're going to talk about that in this video. So what exactly do I mean by this? So some good examples are when guys will expect or want these women who are very reserved, very modest, have a kind of like a clean record of things. Let's pretend it's things like drug consumption, alcohol consumption, partying, sleeping around, whatever. Like, they just want this like clean slate kind of person. I'm just using the terminology that you guys are gonna like. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just gonna use this clean record terminology, but when the girl wants that back, the guy cannot provide that. Like, meaning that the guy cannot hold the same standards. He's like the opposite. And I've seen that scenario a lot, and it's like, how is this right? How is this fair? And I think the argument of biology and biological differences is BS, or societal or whatever, it's BS. Like, oh, it's okay for this person because of how they're gonna be seen, but it's not. No, that's just a load of BS. You know why? Because a relationship is between two people. It's not for society's approval. It's not for what are they gonna think or what is this gonna look like. Nah, because like I said in the last video, relationships, they should not be for superficial reasons. You are missing out on a fulfilling relationship by seeing it for the superficial stuff. Now here's where I'm gonna get passionate. Okay, here's where I'm gonna get passionate. I know you guys like when I do this, and I know it seems like I'm angry, but I'm not. Okay, I'm not. But let me get passionate about this for 1 second. This is why I felt like I was going to be alone, because I felt as though it was kind of rare to find guys that are like me. That is why I'm very thankful that I found E, because I was like, these days it seems like everyone's a little bit crazy, a little bit wild, a little bit, I don't want to let go of their habits. I had this notion that maybe I'm wrong about, maybe it was a little bit negative, a little bit biased. It was rare for me to find or for me to see people that like kind of saw it this way, right? So I was like, I'm gonna be alone because y'all are some wild species. You guys are some wild species. I just felt like I was gonna be alone. And I see this example a lot as well with, let's say, these gym bros, okay? Let's say these gym bros that are kind of like putting their body out there. They want to show off their muscles. You know, I'm trying to put a little humor into this. But they're kind of like these party guys, these wild guys, muscles. Look at me. Okay, you want to do that? Okay. But then they want someone who's all like covered, reserved. Like, no, they don't want their partner to, you know, get attention to. It's like, but you're doing that. But you're doing that. Or kind of like they wonder why some of them with these like cocky attitudes wonder why like they get ignored, they get blocked, because it's like, no one wants your cocky attitude. It doesn't matter if you're girl or guy. Like, if you're gonna just be here like, look at me, I deserve this because I look like this and because I have this, but I can expect this. It's like, well, guess what? Someone's gonna impose standards on you, and you're not gonna like that, because I bet you're not gonna fit most of them. Your ego's inflated like a balloon, like, psh, it's gonna explode. If your ego was a balloon inside you, you would pop. You would absolutely pop. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't know why some people are so entitled. What is that reminder? Okay, anyways, I like to make it a little humorous here. It can be very serious on this channel, but seriously, who do you think you are? What you wanted somebody? You should be able to give that as well. Or you should be able to be that as well. Because some people are like, oh, where are the good, loyal, hardworking, reserved people? They're with the good, hardworking, loyal, reserved people. They're just not with you because you're probably not like that, because eventually we attract what we are, eventually, right? Not sometimes we do run into situations of people that are not like us, that they have motives, but eventually I truly believe we do end up kind of attracting people, or at some point in our lives, that are like us, that have the same energy as us. Some people need to look in the mirror more why they're attracting certain people and why things turn out in a certain way, because they actually probably are playing more of a part than they think. And they need to stop with these ultra high standards. I don't want you guys in the comments being like, yeah, these women want these 6-foot guys with $1 million. They don't have that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, well, actually, that is part of it, but you guys say that enough. I'm talking more like people who want good, moral, innocent, reserved, modest people, but they're not like that. It's like those innocent, good, reserved, moral, what do you want to call them, whatever you want to call them, people, they're looking for people like them most of the time. I don't think opposites really attract. I don't. And this whole I can fix them, I can make them like me, like I can turn them into me, is dangerous. And if you think you can turn people's personality to fit more what you want, like they're a build-a-bear, that's dangerous. Look, if they have issues that you can work through, that's one thing. But I mean, if you don't like their personality, their interests, honestly, good luck with that, really. If you go in a relationship trying to change who they are, not their issues, not things they struggle with, but who they are and what they believe in, it's not going to end well. It's really not. I truly do think that people need to be realistic. People need to stop expecting things in other people that they are not themselves. Like the traits that they want in other people, they have to embody them as well to attract those people. Stop aiming for the stars when you're not even up there.
I think there is a bit of hypocrisy surrounding modesty standards between men and women, whether it be culture or religion, social systems. If you think about it, for men, it's mainly encouraged to be modest in character, but rarely like in appearance, right? And with women, they're expected to be modest through their dressing, they cover up with certain colors, they behave that way. And I think it's hypocrisy on both ends, right?
Yeah, because men can provoke women.
Woman's morality is tied into how much skin she shows, while men are judged by their intentions or their achievements. And I think both should be held at the same standard.
People ask E and I so many personal questions about our relationship, or they ask like, how did things work out? How did we find each other? Because look, we think the same way about things. What if E was the opposite, or I was the opposite? Things wouldn't work out. Someone would try to change the other person. Like, you have to find people that are aligned with you, to important degrees, to things that are important. And I'm very thankful for that. I'm sorry, I really thought it was going to be rare for me. I'm sorry, but I see a lot of the hypocrisy, double standard, rules for D, not for me BS going on. So I was like, it seems kind of rare. It seems kind of rare that people will uphold the same standards that they put on other people.
It ain't about modesty, ain't about fabric. It's about frequency, right? Because again, right, I believe we're all spirits, right? So spiritually, modesty just means humility.
Yeah.
Before the divine awareness of your soul and freedom of the ego's need to display or dominate. A person can be fully covered, but spiritually they could be immodest. I just think
exactly.
I just think people need to remain modest in the condition of the soul, not a the code of dress or whatever, not a code of dress.
I have a hard time talking about this because I don't want people to think that I'm trying to push an ideology, a feminism thing, an anti-feminism thing. No, it's literally just how it is. And also biblically, be equally yoked as well. What does that mean, guys? I mean, it's pretty
straightforward.
It's pretty straightforward what that means. And beauty really comes from the heart. It's not about how good you look. It's not about how much you could transform your body. I mean, obviously people should be healthy, but if you're doing things in vain, like vanity, don't expect to find somebody that's the opposite of that. That's what I'm going to say. If you want to do that, I'm like, okay, do that. Like, don't expect to find somebody that's the opposite of you, because likely the people that are the opposite of you were probably not going to, it's probably not going to work out like that. That's just what I think. Hey, maybe some people are in situations like that, but I don't think it's right for some people to heavily push standards and expectations that they cannot even meet. Write down the traits you want in somebody and then just be those. Embody those. Just be those traits. Don't be doing the opposite of what you want in somebody. Don't, because that person that you want might actually be repelled by that because you're the opposite. You're not equally yoked. This honestly in my head makes more sense than I feel like it's going to come across. I'm trying to give you guys kind of a reasoning as to why things might not be working out with some people, or why things might not be working with people, because their expectations and standards are unrealistic and they're trying to get people that they cannot beat. Like I said, they're aiming for the stars when they're not even in the sky.
Hypocrisy arises when one gender is held to a visible modesty while the other is excused from inward modesty. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's an issue with both things. I'm not here to bash men, bash women, right? But I'm saying women are often taught to hide their beauty as an act of virtue, while men may not be asked to hide their pride, anger, desire for dominance, which are both equally forms of spiritual immodesty.
Exactly.
And
Either do it for both or do it for none. Why?
exactly.
Y'all really get us wrong. Y'all really get how we see things wrong. The beauty we see in others wrong. Like, oh, we don't see beauty.
Exactly.
Y'all could do whatever. Like this whole
Exactly.
the reason they want people
Exactly.
to be reserved is the reason why y'all should be reserved too. Like we're not that different. I don't know where all this is coming from really, but we aren't that different. We aren't. And if you guys want to act like E and I are in the minority and outliers, cool. But like I put in my community post, don't shut our voices down. Do not silence us. Because first of all, this is my channel. And if anything, I'm gonna silence you guys. But no, if you guys want to silence our opinion because we're the minority, like you guys like to say, you guys gotta silence yourselves too. You guys gotta silence the majority opinion because hey, like the quote says, if you guys are gonna shut one voice down, you have to shut all of them down. Just saying. You can't be picking and choosing and what fits your agenda. I'm not trying to be rude, guys. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. Do you guys think I have so much confidence coming on the internet giving these opinions? Nah. I'm always like, oh, this is gonna be taken this way, this is gonna be taken this way. But you know, the ones that get it, and the ones that don't. You know, I like to incorporate some humor, some sarcasm, but that's all. I'm not gonna over explain what I'm trying to do on here. You guys get it. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you guys think down below. Do you guys think these double standards are fair? Let me know, and I'll see you guys in my next one.
May God be with you.
God be with you. Bye.